Yo, what it do? What's happening? What's up? It is your boy Trey Sense, and it is that time of the week again. It is time to do the weekly fragrance review, and this is simply where I talk about all the fragrances that I have worn this particular week and tell you a little bit about it. And this particular week is starting Sunday, July the 16th. Man, it's crazy that time is going by so fast, but it is. So let me get to it. What did I wear? Oh, like, share, and sub. You know the drill. Woo. And I wore one Sunday, and I got a lot of surprisingly, I got a lot of compliments on this fragrance because I was on the fence about this fragrance because of its sweetness. Love this color bottle. Love the simplistic styling of this bottle, and I have a backup bottle of this because I just caught it at a really good price. But the house is Banana Republic, and it is tobacco and tonka bean. I had two people ask me what was I wearing with this, and I was shocked. One of them was a lady that comes in my store all the time, comes in the store all the time, and comes through my line all the time. She was like, whatever you got on today, that smells good. And I was like, really? Tobacco and tonka bean. Now, I did layer it, if I can find my oil, with a little bit of an oil. And this was sent to me by Manuel from Manuel's House of Aroma. And it is Sexual Sugar Daddy. Who came up with the name of this fragrance, but I kind of like it. Sexual Sugar Daddy. But it's a sweet smelling fragrance, and this oil lasted a very long time. So what I did was I put just a dab of this on each wrist and then kind of went down my arm, and then I put some of this on my undershirt that I wear under my t-shirt or under my work shirt. And then I came over the top of it with the Banana Republic. But I find that a very interesting way to use my oils, and that's a little trick I picked up from my homeboy, Baltimore Big Man, aka J. Cole, Justin Cobanks. He has sent me some oils, and I just find that as a very interesting way to use the oils. If the scents are similar, that's what I'll do, and it just, I don't know, it just maybe extends the life of the fragrance a little bit, or at least it makes me feel like it does. I can't say that there's any scientific proof to that, but nonetheless, I like it. So I layered Sexual Sugar Daddy with Banana Republic's tobacco and tonka bean. And then my homeboy, guy that I used to work with, man, many years ago, back in the 90s. Goodness, man, we've known each other for a long time. Fresh out of high school, we were all class of 95. Worked this little manufacturing job. He came in and he's like, man, what you got on today? And I told him what it was, and he was like, okay. I said, I'll bring you a little sample of it. And he was like, man, you are him. That's kind of this little saying my little frag buddies, when they see me. I'll be like, I'm Trey Sense, I gotta smell good. And they be like, yeah, you are him. So just having fun in life, trying to live and have as much fun as I can. You know what I'm saying? I told one of my partners the other day, and this is totally off the subject, but I feel like I'm amongst friends here, and all the haters gonna love this. I'm literally the happiest I've been probably in the last 20 or so years. And it feels good. Happiness is a good thing. But nonetheless, this fragrance right here, it is really sweet. This is a unisex fragrance, and when I first got it, I just didn't know. And I got this from JP as well. I didn't know about it. I didn't know if I would be able to pull it off, but that tobacco and the tonka bean blends well in this one, and evidently this is one that smells good on my skin. I can't tell you this. Sweet fragrances on me go really sweet, so wasn't really sure if I could wear this one, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear it and mix it with some Sexual Sugar Daddy and be in the house. So evidently this is one I'm gonna have to be careful with. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put him right back in his place right there. Sexual Sugar Daddy. All right. That was Sunday. Monday, I went with one from the House of Lacoste as I'm digging deep off into my fragrance collection and pulling out. And I haven't seen anybody talk about this fragrance in a while. It wasn't really talked about that much when it was newer, and it is from Lacoste again, and it is Red Style in Play. And this is another sweet, sweet fragrance. Does have some red. And what does red smell like? For those of you who don't really know, it's kind of a fruity type of scent. It's very good. This is one of those that when it gets in the air off of your skin, you're going to get some compliments with it. It's a little bit youthful, a little bit playful, but I like it. From the House of Lacoste, it is Red Style in Play. And that's what I wore Monday. Okay, Tuesday. Again, just feeling like the man when I walk through, as they say. I did a little bit of a layering combination, and I picked this up from my homeboy, my partner in frag, my Alabama brother, Raymond the Barber. I saw he had layered something with Sean John's 3 a.m. And I said, you know what? I liked it 3 a.m. too, but doesn't really, oh my gosh. If this fragrance right here had some staying power, if it just lasted longer, that is a great boozy drink type of, it smells like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I decided I would layer it with the fragrance that lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. And I enjoyed smelling this. Oh man, it is from the House of CK, and it is CK All. I'm on the lookout for CK Everyone too. I saw it at a couple of rack stores and gift sets. I was waiting for them to mark it down, but I think they got bought before they got marked down, which is surprising, but nonetheless. But I layered these two, and you have a fragrance that smells a little bit boozy, a little bit like a drink, mixed with one that's a little bit floral. And to me, the two played well off of each other. And this one, of course, is unisex, which I'll give myself a little spritz. It smells really, really good. But it does, I want to say it's white florals in this one. It is a little bit feminine. I do think it leans pretty much neutral. I don't think it leans more masculine than feminine, or vice versa, more feminine than masculine. But all I know is when you layer these two together, you get a pretty nice, fruity, boozy type of vibe. And the booze that this smells like, it's not bourbon or gin or anything like that. It's a white liquor. It's kind of reminds me of like gin and tonic or something like that. Did I just say it didn't smell like gin? Well, it doesn't smell like rum is what I'm trying to say. It smells like a clear liquor, like something that you would drink, like a mixed drink. You know what I'm saying? It's not Hennessy or deep and sweet and rich and like that. It's a nice fragrance that just smells like a drink. I mean, there's no other way to say it. That's what it smells like. It smells like you've had a drink on your breath, or maybe you spilled some on your shirt. And this is definitely white florals, sweet white florals. But this is nice. This is a great springtime fragrance and a great summertime fragrance, you know? And it surprisingly performed a lot better than I thought that it would, because it lasted me throughout my shift. I was trying to think if that was the day I had to go in early. It's one of them days they called me to go in early, maybe Monday. One of them I got called in early, so I can't remember which one it was, but anyway. That was Tuesday the 18th, which brings me to Wednesday the 19th. And I went with something that I was sent from Mr. Corbin Woods, and it is, let's see if I can pronounce this right, Mythigal. And this is a really good smelling fragrance. It's got a sort of a clean citrus vibe to it. And again, that's Mythigal. I don't know a whole lot about this fragrance. It just was in my little bag of decants that I was playing with, and I grabbed it and decided to spray it on. So it smells really, really good. Think a little bit gourmandy. Think a little bit citrusy. This one does, to me, have a boozy effect as well, but this is a dark liquor. This does smell something like a rum or a cognac or something like that. But nonetheless, it is really, really good. I should have done more research to tell you more about this, but I write these fragrances down as I go during the week, and by the time it comes time to do the video, I forgot it was on the list. So when I'm looking at my list, that's when, you know, I've got my little stool right here. So yeah, poor preparation or whatever you want to call it, but I just call it going by the seat of my pants because that's what I like to do. That was Wednesday. Thursday, I had to get up early in the morning. That'll make a good song. Gotta get up early in the morning. I need to write that down. Think the Gap Band will sue me? I'm sure they will. Okay. Thursday morning, which would be the 20th, I had to go to the eye doctor and get me a new eye exam, and boy, did they make me mad over there, but that's another story for another day. I went with something, because it was so hot, I went with something cool and refreshing and something that I haven't worn in a while from the house of Mont Blanc. It is Mont Blanc's Legend Spirit, and to many people this smells like Invictus or something from the Invictus line. To me, I can see that. To me, it just smells good. It's got a nice fruity vibe to it. This is always a compliment getting fragrance, a crowd pleasing fragrance. I need to get a bigger bottle of this. This 30 ml is going to hold me for a while though, because probably hadn't worn it in a year or two, but I do like this fragrance. Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Nice. Think Invictus with a little bit more of a fruity vibe. Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Performance could be better on that, but it also could be me going nose blind to the fragrances as well. So I can't quite put it all on performance. It could just be me losing track of the scent. As you know, we're the first people to stop smelling it. That's what I wore to the eye doctor Thursday. And to work that night, I just felt like, you know what, let me get this out and spray it on, basically because somebody's made a post about it on Facebook, and I don't think I've worn it out of the house. I did some testing with it. It is Perry Ellis Blue. That's not the name of this. What is the name of this? It just says Perry Ellis. We're just gonna call it Perry Ellis Blue. It has another name. If I come across it, I will put it in the comments below. It does not say on here. I know it's not Very Blue. It's Very Blue's in a different type of bottle. Anyway, we'll just go with Perry Ellis Blue. How about that? We'll just go with Perry Ellis Blue. And this is a nice fragrance. It's not the reinvention of the wheel, but these fragrances, in my opinion, they do serve a purpose. I think they're very simple. It does remind me of Missani's Wave. It's a very fresh blue shower jelly type of fragrance. I mean, that's what you get with this. Fresh out of the shower or fresh into the shower. It smells like, to me, a body spray that would be named Ocean Wood or something like that. A sea driftwood in the sea. That's just what it reminds me of airy sea air with a little bit of woods in it. That's what I get from it. That's what I get from it anyway. But from the house of Perry Ellis, we'll just call it Perry Ellis Blue. Perry Ellis is the worst about naming their fragrance. Love the company. I think they make some bangers, but they are the worst about naming their fragrances. Now this brings us to Friday, and I had to go to the back doctor. I had to go to my other doctor to get situated there. And I decided, you know what, this is brand new. I am going to wear it and love it from the house of Prada. It is the new Prada Green. And this fragrance right here reminds me of an old school fragrance in the dry down. It is very crowd pleasing. It smells really, really good. Very light though. It didn't it didn't do all that well on my skin. I love Coach fragrances. I think they do good. I love Coach Platinum. I love Coach Blue. I love the original Coach. And I like this Coach Green. It's very fruity up top, but then it's got something in it that makes it green and grassy, almost like it's mossy. But at the same time, there's something in it that gives it just a hint of fruitiness. And it's not over fruity. It's not a sweet fruity. It's kind of like a bitter. But it does smell good. It does smell good. The thing I like about the Coach line is they did a good job of keeping the DNA in the original, from the original Coach and Coach Platinum, Coach Blue, and Coach Green. And I like it. I like it. It's a good smelling fragrance, man. It really is. It really is. I wish it performed a little bit better, but it does smell good. And green is one of my favorite hues, and that's pretty. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But definitely like that scent. It is very light, very easy to wear. It comes across as very regal. I mean, it's a fragrance that you kind of want to dress up a little bit. Now, I had some things to do the evening when I got back from the doctor, so I dropped some stuff off at the house before I went on a little adventure, and I traded fragrances. That's right, man. Opportunity to do what too? I turned a double play on them. And this is Prada Amber Intense. And this is one you will not lose track of if you spray too much on, because it's strong. Strong is stronger than strong, if that makes any sense. If you're from the South, you know. We just look at a person and say, he's strong. We don't mess with him. I mean, he pick up motors and transmission with his bare hands. He's strong. Prada Amber Intense is strong. I like it. I like it. It has a sweet, licoricey kind of smell to it. Pretty sure that's the amber in it, but I like it, man. It smells really good. Dries down into as JP and I were talking about it, a grown man type of scent. I like it though. I like it a lot. Very proud to have this in my collection. Can't thank you enough. And I probably got about 30 mils. Maybe more. Maybe 15, 20, 30 mils. And I will get some good use out of that. Prada Amber Intense. That is a good one. Sexy little fragrance. Very masculine. And it smells good. Now that's what I did Friday. Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. I went with one that was sent to me by Mar Gadsden, and it is from the House of Genre, and it is Splish Splash. And I absolutely love this scent, but I love this scent so much, I'm just gonna tell you, it had me it had me looking to see if I could find a bottle of LV Afternoon Swim, which is what this is, either a clone of or their version of, however you want to say it. And it just smells so good and blue. And it smells like you're lounging around the pool. I like it. And I'm wondering if it's neroli in it that gives it the scent, because as it dried down on my skin, is it this one? Yep, lucky guess. This is one of my favorites from the House of Banana Republic, and it is neroli wood. And as it dried down on my skin, this was all I could think about, was this fragrance right here. So I'm wondering if this is Banana Republic's version of Afternoon Swim by Playtime. Could it be? As long as this fragrance has been out on the market, could this be a poor man's Afternoon Swim? I mean, it's not the same. I mean, it's not identical to the Splish Splash, but I'm pretty sure that that's neroli. That's the major player in both of these fragrances. This one's a little bit louder and a little bit more turned up, but that one's a little bit more subtle. And all of the clones, because I've had 3 different clone houses. I've had Dapper's version, I've had, which I loved, I've had Sensual Obsessions version, and now I have Genre's version, and they're all the same. So as far as the scent profile, so I know the scent profile. And I'm beginning to think this is just a poor man's version of Afternoon Swim by Vuitton. Yep, that's my thoughts. That is my thoughts. And I was just thinking to myself, like, if you've got that and you've got genre, why would you spend $300 on Vuitton? And the answer is, I wouldn't. But a man's got a dream, right? All right, guys, that is it, man. That brings us to the end of this review. So you know the drill. We're going to start a new week. Sunday. We're going to start a new week, starting with Sunday the 23rd, man. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it, and we're going to take you down through there, and I'm going to tell you about what I wore again. I am working on a review. I'm still trying to put the finishing touches on it and get it like I want it, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be different. I've never seen anybody do a review like this one or a topic like this one. So, but anyway, I'm going to get off of here because it's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning because your boy never sleeps. Edit, thumbnail it, all of that stuff, get it out so you can see it. So with that being said, listen, I love you all, and may God bless you all, and thank you so much for being the best part of this channel. You really don't know how much I appreciate you for all that you do and for tuning in and for liking these videos, sharing these videos, and just simply sitting through them. Thank you. With that being said, I'm out. Until next time, guys, peace. Oh, thanks for returning to the scene of the crime.